Can you see my screen? Yes. Naveen, you are able to see?
It is white, Prabhu. I don't see any slides, Prabhu.
Okay. Let's start with prayers to Srila Prabhupada. Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminati Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Shri Brajmandal Parikrama ki. So hope you stayed well nicely in Bahulavan, beautiful forest, and had nice prasadam offered by a Brajvasi, and you found your seats. Now we are ready to start from Bahulavan. So where are we going to today? This is the Bahulavan story that we heard yesterday. How important it is in our devotional life to be simple, free from kutinati, be truthful and not deceitful. And that's such a important characteristic to advance in devotional service. So today, if you see the map, so we started from Vrindavan here. We went to Akrura Ghat, and Akrura Ghat to Mathura. And from Mathura we went to Madhuban. From Madhuban to Talvan. And from Talvan we went to Bahulavan yesterday. And from Bahulavan we are traveling to Paitha today. It's next to a place called Parasuli. The Paitha is there. What is the significance of this place? We will see. So, for us, we have to give reminders. We have to ask each other, please join. There is this Brajmandal Parikrama which is happening. Don't miss this. Still, people don't pay attention because they are so absorbed in their own lives. They're so absorbed thinking that whatever activities they're doing are so important to them. Even 15 minutes in a day, they cannot prioritize and come and attend. Whereas if you see the Brajavasis, the residents of Vrindavan, they were completely absorbed in Krishna. There is a beautiful verse in Bhagavatam which comes. It says, Iti Nanda Dayo Gopaha Krishna Rama Kathamuta Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindam Bhavavedana. Very beautiful verse. Iti Nanda Dayo Gopaha. The residents of Vrindavan, starting from Nanda Maharaj, Nanda Adayo, and etc. Iti Nanda Dayo Gopaha Krishna Rama Kathamuda. So Krishna Rama, they were so absorbed in hearing the narrations of Krishna and Rama, and they derived so transcendental pleasure. Muda is transcendental pleasure. Krishna Rama Katha Muda Kurvanto Ramamanascha Navindam Bhavavedana. That absorption in Krishna Katha was giving them so much of transcendental bliss that despite the fact that the residents of Vrindavan were again and again attacked by different demons of Kamsa, they were again and again put into miseries, they were not feeling disturbed. The translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, because this is 10th canto, few chapters, Prabhupada has given a beautiful translation. In this way, all the cowherd men, headed by Nanda Maharaj, enjoyed topics about the pastimes of Krishna and Balaram with great transcendental pleasure, and they could not even perceive material tribulations. Is there any one of us who's free from material tribulation? But is there anybody who can say, I have a remedy for this tribulation? But yet we don't pay attention to these things. Anyway, we will continue, and today we are entering into a very esoteric, confidential pastime, which I personally have no qualification to speak. But this is a very important pastime which happened, and Krishna, when he comes down to this earth, he exhibits the highest ecstatic form of bliss by this exhibition of rasa dance. So this place, Paitha, that we are going to speak about, it's a very small pastime, but a very significant one, which we will see. Interestingly, yesterday we had gone to a place for house program, and there was a verse that I was trying to speak from recollecting from the gopis, that how when they had gone to sell the milk products like curd, cheese, paneer, instead of telling curd le lo, cheese le lo, paneer le lo, they were saying Govinda Damodara Madhave. So then I asked there, do you know who are the gopis? So one person replied, Krishna's girlfriends. Right? For mundane people who do not know who are these gopis, it's very easy to think that Krishna engaged in some cheap material activities. The position of gopis are so exalted. What they are, unless one hears the first 9 canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, what is the position of Krishna? Who are these gopis? To enter into these pastimes are not easy. Anyway, just to talk about the position of gopis and how this, if somebody reads really the pastimes of Krishna's, this pastimes with the gopis, Rasalila, Prabhupada says if he hears from the right source, then all the lusty thoughts in the heart will go away. Because these are not expression of overtly material lust. These are expression of intense love for the Lord. There is one verse which is very important to know, and this comes in the 10th canto, 44th chapter. I don't remember the verse number, maybe 15th or 16th. So this verse is spoken by Sukadev Goswami, and he's telling, Ya dohane vahanane mathaneno palepa prenkhena khanarbha ruditokshana marjanado gayanti chainam anurakta dhiyo srukantayo dhanya brajastriya urukrama chittayana. So we were just talking about the absorption, and this verse spoken by Sukadev Goswami is telling Ya dohane. Ya dohane means when these gopis, they were milking the cows. Ya dohane, abahanane. Abahanane is to take out the crops, like threshing, like winnowing the crops. Mathane is to churn the butter. Ya dohane, abahanane, mathane, mathano, upalepa is to make this cow dung, from the cow dung make the fuel. They put it on the wall and they make fuel out of it. Upalepa. Prenkha inkhana arbharudita. Prenkha inkhana is to sit in the swings. While they are sitting in the swings in the village. Or arbharudita, when their children are crying. Arbharudita. Ikshana is to put water, sprinklering, or they are putting waters to the garden. Or marjana, they are cleaning the temple or cleaning their houses. Ado, etc. Ya dohane abahanane mathanone palepa prenkha inkhana arbharudito kshana marjanado gayanti chainam anurakta dhiyo shrukantayo. Gayanti chainam, they are actually constantly singing the glories of Krishna. Gayanti chainam anurakta dhiya, very deeply absorbed. Ashrukantayo, their the voice is choked as if tears are coming out. Gayanti chainam anurakta dhiyo ashrukantayo dhanya brajastriya urukrama chittayana. Sukadev Goswami is saying dhanya, glorious, all glorious to this brajastriya. Urukrama chittayana. Urukrama is another name of Lord. Chittayana, whose chitta, whose mind and consciousness was always absorbed about Urukrama. The ladies of Braja are the most fortunate of women, because with their minds fully attached to Krishna and their throats always choked up with tears, they constantly sing about him while milking the cows, winnowing grain, churning butter, gathering cow dung for fuel, riding on swings, taking care of their crying babies, sprinkling the ground with water, cleaning their houses, and so on. By their exalted Krishna consciousness, they automatically acquire all desirable things. So this is the state of gopis. Whatever activities they were doing, they were only thinking about Krishna. There is a beautiful paragraph which comes in Krishna book in chapter 32. written by Prabhupada. Prabhupada writes, the exemplary character of devotional service manifested by the devotees of Vrindavan is the purest type of devotion. It is enjoined in authoritative shastras that devotional service must be ahetuki and apratihata. This means that devotional service to Krishna cannot be checked by political or religious convention. The stage of devotional service is always transcendental. The gopis particularly showed pure devotional service towards Krishna, so much so that Krishna himself remained indebted to them. Lord Chaitanya thus said that the devotional service manifested by the gopis in Vrindavan excelled all other methods of approaching the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That being said, about the position of gopis, I can go on talking about it, the position of gopis and how this rasa dance is the highest exhibition of the ecstasy of the devotees and Krishna. One point which is worth pondering about, when we are going and discussing, had it been simple, mundane, lusty affairs between ordinary people. You see, when we were just reading our morning Bhagavatam, the discussion which is happening between Narad Muni and Vedavyas, there was a mention where the original speaker of Bhagavatam, Sukadev Goswami, a 16-year-old boy, fully developed bodily parts, was walking naked. And when he was walking naked, there were some undressed women who were there and taking bath. They did not bother to cover their bodies because they knew that Sukadev Goswami didn't differentiate between man and woman. So he was completely free from all these lusty desires. Whereas when his father walked by, they covered their bodies. The same Sukadev Goswami would not have glorified this mundane, lusty affairs had it been just mundane, this thing. Very exalted things. Anyway, let's come to the pastime. So very interesting to know. So this is Paitha, one of the places where the Vasanta springtime Rasalila of Krishna happened. And it is glorified and it is spoken in various places. In this place, there is a very particular pastime which happened. So while Krishna was dancing with all the gopis, and as if it was appearing that all the gopis are experiencing Krishna is personally present with them. So he was, every gopi was thinking Krishna is with me. And that's how Krishna had expanded, and he was doing these wonderful pastimes. And they were so absorbed and they were considering themselves so fortunate. My God, the Lord is present with us. Of course, Krishna is personally present with us and they were experiencing that moment. Suddenly, Krishna vanished from that place. And so he vanished and he was hiding himself under a tree. And he just vanished. So then the gopis, they had such intense emotion and eagerness. They started searching, where is Krishna? And actually Bhagavatam mentions that they saw the footprints of Krishna and a special gopi. And they thought maybe this special gopi is extremely fortunate who has got this proximity of Krishna. We are not as fortunate, but let's follow. So they followed these footprints and they went and they found that underneath a tree, instead of Krishna, there is 400 Narayana who sitting. So when they saw, Krishna himself had transformed to Narayana and he was seated there. And when the gopis arrived there and saw Narayana, they were very disappointed. And they just bowed their, they paid their obeisances, Om Namo Narayana, and they prayed to Lord Narayana that please give us a benediction that we could find our Krishna. And like that, they went away. And but they saw that even that special gopi was also not present. And it is mentioned that Radharani comes after that. And when Radharani comes and she sees the 400 form of Narayana there, which is Krishna actually, it's there in the form of Narayana. Radharani's intense love was so much, the intensity, the eagerness, that Krishna even could not hide his form. His two hands melted away. So the word Paitha, which is the name of the place. Paitha means it just went inside. Like we know the story of how Jagannath and Baladev and Subhadra, the deity form, manifested. When Krishna, Balaram and Subhadra Mata, they were hearing the pastimes narrated by Rohini, Mother Rohini, to the wives of Krishna at Kurukshetra. They just went into some kind of an ecstasy, and their hands and the legs, they went inside. So, and that's how we see this wonderful form of Jagannath. But anyway, this is the place where Krishna's two hands melted and went inside. So that's why this place is called Paitha. And there are other pastimes also related to this, that when Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, which we are going to celebrate and talk about in a few days' time, Govardhan pastime is coming. Jai Giri Govardhan Ki. That's going to be on Friday. So actually Krishna entered through this place, this Paitha. So he entered, the word Paitha means to enter. Through this place to lift Govardhan, and all the Brajavasis enter behind him. So that's called Paitha. So this is place in the pastime, and this is the Paitha Gram. It's a small village, but a very significant place of Krishna's pastimes. So devotees go, and there is a kunda there where they take bath, and there is a temple of Radharani, Radhika Thakurani, they say, glory of Srimati Radhika Thakur, and they pay their obeisances. So on this occasion, let's reflect and remember and develop that intense desire to have Krishna in our heart. It's hard. We have got so many material absorptions, but if we can develop that absorption on Krishna, if we can remember, as our all the Vedic mantras that we know, the conclusion of that, Smartavyam Satatam Vishnu Vismartavyam na Jatuchit. If we are able to remember Krishna always, like the gopis, and never forget him, Vismartavyam na Jatuchit, that's the highest perfection. So on this note, I'll stop, and we will go to Damodara Ashtakam. Tomorrow we are going to a beautiful place. Which is that place? You'll get to know tomorrow. Shri Paitha Dham ki, Shri Radha Krishna Chandra ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.